From WXII 12 News, this is breaking news.
Breaking news is first at 7 right now on the Triad CW.
Police at this hour are looking for answers in a shooting there in High Point that left one man dead.
Breaking overnight, the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina is no longer with the company. He resigned late last night, months after being charged with a DWI and child abuse. Insurance Commissioner Mike Causey called for Patrick Conway's resignation days after this video surfaced. It shows Conway back in June swerving and crashing into a tractor trailer on I-85 in Advance. While police say his two daughters were in the back seat, but they were unharmed. Conway is expected in court next month. We're staying on top of that breaking news in Winston-Salem.
And let's go right to Meredith Stutz. And you just got confirmation that the Confederate statue is coming down today, right?
I did, Kim. I just got off the phone moments ago with Winston-Salem Mayor Alan Joins.
Well, this week, another Democratic presidential candidate will visit North Carolina. Bernie Sanders is hosting a rally in Chapel Hill. That's on Thursday at 5:30. And then on Friday, he'll be in Greensboro talking with students at Bennett College. That event starts at 1:30. Sanders is the fourth Democratic presidential candidate to make a stop in North Carolina so far, joining Beto O'Rourke, Kamala Harris, and Joe Biden. President Trump has hosted two campaign rallies in our state, including one in Fayetteville just last week.
Well, judges today will look to see if new legislative district maps can be used in next year's election.
Yeah, the General Assembly was ordered to redraw House and Senate districts by today. A three-judge panel threw out maps drawn 2 years ago, saying they illegally favored Republicans too much. It's unclear whether any changes made by the judges will push back the state's primaries, which are now set for March.
The unseemly lack of leadership is incredible. Absolutely cowardice.
A surprise vote has House Democrats and Republicans at odds this morning.
Republicans overrode Governor Roy Cooper's veto of the state budget, leaving some furious their voices weren't heard. Meredith Stutz is live this morning with what's next. And Meredith, how is Governor Roy Cooper responding to this? NAACP leaders in Alamance County will hold a press conference today to address a sexual harassment allegation.
Those allegations are against one of its members, former chapter president Reverend Curtis Gatewood. Well, former state chapter employee Jasmine Child says the Reverend sexually harassed her twice in 2017. Gatewood denies those claims. Local members are calling for his removal from the organization. Gatewood is running for president of the state chapter.
Confederate monument just east of the Triad is at the center of a big argument this morning. Groups of demonstrators gathered around the statue in Pittsboro, calling for it not to be removed. The monument has been outside the Chatham County Courthouse for more than a century now. Commissioners have asked the United Daughters of the Confederacy organization to have a plan by October 1st to take it away. And this is one of several statues across the state to have its future in debate. The Confederate monument on the property of the old Forsyth County Courthouse there in downtown Winston-Salem was removed back in March. City leaders want to put the monument in a cemetery. And the Silent Sam statue on the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill campus was knocked down in August of 2018. A UNC Board of Governors task force will determine where that statue will be moved to.
The death toll continues to climb in the Bahamas, where 30 are now confirmed dead. An unknown number of people are still unaccounted for after Hurricane Dorian stalled out over the islands for more than 2 days. And another life here in North Carolina has been claimed by the storm. Officials in Pamlico County say a man was pulling his boat out of the water when he had a heart attack and died. Now, earlier this week in Columbus County, an 85-year-old man died when he fell off a ladder while preparing his home for the hurricane.
Dramatic video we've gotten from this hurricane. A live wire exploded near Charleston City Market. It sparked right in the middle of the street as heavy rain and wind from Dorian battered that city. And that's a really good example of why they tell you not to touch a down line if you see one.
Yeah, don't drive over one, don't do anything, just avoid it. And that is just some of the incredible damage that folks saw in South Carolina during the worst of that storm.
And this morning, things are trying to get back to normal out there. Paige Hopkins joins us live from Charleston. Paige, what's it like out there this morning?
A lot of wet weather. We've got crews stationed all over the place, and one of which is Devontae McKenneth. He is in Nags Head that has been getting lashed with some rain somewhat recently. We'll send it out to him. Devontae, have things really gotten rough for you here in the last few hours? We've noticed the storms have really kind of started coming in.
We do have new video to show you from overnight in Wilmington. You can see just how strong the winds are by looking at those traffic lights swinging back and forth. At one point during the night, the storm actually knocked out power to this intersection and the gas station.
And things look a lot different this morning. Meredith Stutz is live in Wilmington for us. And Meredith, I know it was really windy when we spoke with you a little bit earlier. Are things starting to change as it moves out of your area?
Well, you know, as you come right to me, the winds have picked up.
506, bond is set at $500,000 for a man accused of trying to kill 2 people. Deputies in Surrey County say they've caught up with Dale Callahan. He was wanted for shooting 2 people this past weekend along Salem Road. Authorities arrested him Sunday and charged him with attempted murder and also assault. He is due in court in November. Investigators are hoping to get more information on a robbery that left a motel employee in critical condition. This happened in Greensboro at the Roadway Inn and Suites on Cedar Park Road. Officers are not releasing any suspect details at this time, but say this is still a very much active investigation.
Well, breaking right now, Winston-Salem police are looking into a deadly overnight shooting.
Meredith Stutz joins us this morning. Meredith, you spoke with the police overnight. What are they saying right now?
Breaking news in Wilkes County, a tanker truck hit a home on Highway 21 at Roaring Gap Church Road, setting both on fire. Here's our first picture from the scene. You can see damage to the home and the front of the tanker truck. The call came in just after 5 this morning. The driver of that truck was taken to the hospital.